Welcome back everyone, this is GTA Failer, and let me tell you that I'm going to live up to the Failer YouTube namesake that I have in this particular video. In my last two videos, I managed to pass each of the 20 rampages on a different island from where the given rampage icon was located. For 17 of those 20 rampages, I was able to drive a car from the rampage icon over to a different island. In two of the other rampages, I resorted to flying a plane from the rampage icon over to a different icon, but in one of the rampages, I wasn't able to get to a different island by car or by plane. That rampage is the one you're watching me repeatedly fail at in this video. In the last video, I just couldn't figure out a way to start the rampage here in St. Mark's and then get off of Portland Island while the Mafia was mad at me. They just shredded my car over and over again, kind of like you're seeing here. Some of the Mafia have shotguns, and 2 shotgun blasts will light my car on fire or just straight up explode it. I tried many different routes, including trying to go some back ways in order to avoid roads. I also tried using a dodo, but the Mafia shredded my plane as well, despite the fact that I tried to bribe them with the promise of 1,000 free frequent flyer miles if they would just let me be. So the way that I passed this rampage in my last video was to use an early game save file where the Mafia isn't yet hostile towards Claude. Then I took a peaceful drive from the rampage icon over to Western Portland, where I used the mega jump glitch to get to Staunton. I didn't mind using the mega jump glitch in this challenge, but I was a bit annoyed that I had to revert to an early save game file where the Mafia wasn't mad at me. I kind of felt like I was letting the Mafia win, and so I decided to try again. In these attempts that you're seeing here, I'm using a late game save file, and I'm still refraining from using any cheat codes. You're watching my many fails at this rampage. As I went through these attempts, I definitely improved my strategy. Initially, I drove full speed just in the middle of the road all the time in the hopes that I wouldn't get shot too many times. Then I decided to slow down a bit, mostly drive on the sidewalk and drive over as many Mafia as I could, since, as my grandma once told me when I was a boy, a dead member of the Mafia can't shoot your ass. I gradually started getting more and more runs that survived to the Bribe Star Alley, and once I got out of that alley and entered Chinatown, I abandoned the slow sidewalk strategy and instead just tried to floor it in the middle of the 4 lanes of traffic you're seeing here, in the hopes that, like maybe some of the traffic could take some of the bullets for me if they were between me and the Mafia member. Maybe the Mafia isn't as accurate if they're kind of far away, and so by being in the middle of this 4-lane road, maybe their accuracy has decreased or something. And so that was the strategy, like basically sidewalk until I get to the Bribe Star Alley and then floor it in the middle. These 2 clips here look the same. Go back and check them out. They're legitimately different, and they were back to back. All right, so here, that attempt was not very long. But this is my best attempt right here that you're seeing. On this particular magical attempt, the stars aligned, fortune smiled upon me, the GTA gods took pity on me. Look at Claude evading every individual bullet like he's Neo from the Matrix. Claude is on a mission to achieve this arbitrary goal, and he will bend time and space in order to do it. So check this out. First run that I'm getting to the bridge, watch the earth shake when I get to the bridge, which I'm pretty sure is Claude creating a rip in the fabric of the universe. So of course, making it to the bridge isn't enough. Once I get to the bridge here, I gotta floor it over to Staunton. Time is ticking the entire time, and this is definitely not the quickest of all the rampages in terms of completing it. I'm hoping to have enough time to take out the 20 Mafia with my AK-47. Now, this particular weapon takes about 3 shots to take out a member of the Mafia, unless you happen to knock off one of their arms or legs, in which case you can kill them in 1 shot. But it sort of seems random. I don't know how to consistently do that. Maybe you just keep shooting them in the leg. I don't know. This challenge would definitely have been easier with a weapon that could take out multiple gang members with 1 mouse button click, like the shotgun or the flamethrower or grenades or Molotovs. But running out of time isn't the only concern. The Mafia shotguns don't just wreck my car, they also wreck my body. 1 blast from their shotguns takes off 33 of my HP, but I don't really have time to hang around and hide and lurk and sneak and try to avoid getting shot all that much because time is so short and I got to kill 20 of these guys. So it took 40 minutes of fails before I got this 1 solid attempt, but you can see time is running out, my health is running out, and again, we're just gonna run out of time here. And at this point in recording footage, I really wasn't sure that I wanted to spend another 40 minutes to have maybe another attempt at this. I've only killed 13 of the required 20, my health is down to 18. And this is just yet another fail. The Mafia, sadly, has won. So after this particular fail, I got down on the floor and curled up into the fetal position. And I don't know how long I laid there, but at some point, while I was drowning on my tears, I had an epiphany. I had a brainstorm. I remembered a comment someone had posted on one of my videos about 2 months ago. It was a video where I was repeatedly failing at passing paramedic on Shoreside Vale because I kept getting my ambulance destroyed by all the bullets of the Colombian cartel. And YouTuber Joshua Frost commented on that video and said it might help to use the glitch to despawn traffic by cycling through all of your camera views. In fact, you saw me use this glitch in the last video, trying to pass a rampage over in Wichita Gardens. But in that same comment, Joshua offhandedly mentioned that he wasn't sure whether or not that camera thing also despawned pedestrians. And I decided to try the camera glitch during this rampage in the hopes that maybe Joshua was onto something, and perhaps this camera cycling glitch will despawn the Mafia. So I got up off the floor, toweled off my tears, and tried the attempt that you're watching right now. So the despawn camera trick does despawn some of the pedestrians, not all, but some, including a bunch of the Mafia, and it turns out it despawned enough that I could much more reliably get runs over to the Callahan Bridge. I didn't get to the Callahan Bridge every time. This wasn't my first attempt at using the camera glitch here. I'm not showing you all of those fails, but this is my best attempt, and this will be the last clip that I show you here in this video. Fortunately for me, these attempts were all very short. I just used the Quicksave program to make a save literally inside of Easy Credit Autos, hopped on the fixed spawn Banshee in there, and then just made the short trip over to St. Mark's to repeatedly start and fail this mission. So no real setup time, which was good for me. So I'm quite proud of my achievement here in this video with this rampage and this stupid challenge. But anyway, there are ways to trivialize this challenge. Even in a late game save file, you could do the challenge in a tank, which is obviously bulletproof. You could do the challenge in any of the other bulletproof special vehicles if you're able to get your hands on any of them through gameplay. You could also just do the entire drive from the starting rampage icon over to the Callahan Bridge in top-down view, which basically despawns like just about all of the pedestrians. I tried that right after I got this success here, and I passed the rampage on my first attempt. So thank you so much to Joshua Frost for this suggestion that allowed me to pass this challenge. Thanks again to the Marcine for the challenge. It was a lot of fun. Apparently I really like rampages. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you real soon.